Hello, participants. A very good morning or good evening to all the participants joining me on this session. Welcome back to all of you. So, participants, starting from today, now we will take our journey into cloud and we will start doing our project setup into the cloud as well. So, the idea is how would you go ahead and achieve a project into a cloud? And the idea or the target that what I want to achieve from this project is that I want to go ahead and do a setup for a CI/CD based pipeline. So this pipeline will become the base for me to go ahead and target the release of the applications that I have into infrastructure, which is part of the Azure cloud, whatever the Azure cloud that I have. I would like to go ahead and release the code into the Azure cloud. And whenever it comes to infrastructure, I want the automation also to be targeted. Participants, everyone are you with me? What is a targeted module is that? I want to go ahead and create a CI/CD pipeline where I want to go ahead and release the code. And the main target of it is whenever there is infrastructure associated with it, I would like to see even the infrastructure to be automated. So let me go ahead and give you the architecture people that what is the kind of architecture that I want to build into this cloud, that I want the following project to be provisioned into my account, where I would like to have my resources as followed. Just have a glance at it. So participants, what is that you are able to understand? So you can see here a continuous pipeline connecting different stages. And releasing this infrastructure into Azure. We'll also do target if required into AWS, that is, we'll discuss later. But for now, let's focus on the first cloud provider, which is Azure at this moment. Now to make it more easier, now where we started. Participants, we did start everything on our local machine, which is localhost. Localhost was only done for your practice so that you can practice everything on your local machine. Local machine will not come into your real life projects. Localhost is just that you are on local machine. For your practice, we have done. I would have started on day one itself, everything into the account. But localhost is something that you can target your practice. So for that reason, participants, to help to get a good practice, we have done everything on local. Now local is done. Now come to cloud. Now we are on cloud. Participants, everyone, are you with me? Hello? Now where are we standing?
Cloud.
Everyone?
Cloud.
Yeah, please continue, guys. Okay. So now, participants, from here onwards, we will be continuously on a cloud. So what is that? Because in your real job, when you start working in a job, no one will ask you what you have done on your local host. Local host, it was only for your practice that you have done. Practice with GitHub, practice with Maven, practice with Jenkins, practice with Vagrant. So this was done to help you to get a good practice of all these services or resources. Now it's time for us to become part of the cloud. So participants, today we will take some time in understanding what is this project is about, how these project resources are related. So it all starts with developer. We know that developer will write a code every time. So when it comes to code, we gonna use version control, which is the GitHub. We already used version control. Everyone are with me, people? Hello?
Yes, Kumar. Yes.
Yes, Kumar.
So the source code will continue to remain. The source code will continue to remain the same. So what is going to happen? The developer will start making the changes, and all these changes will go ahead and sit into the cloud, which is into the version control, which is GitHub in this case. Then next, what we will do is we will bring Jenkins into the picture to pull the latest code. We already seen localhost port 8080 Jenkins running. So this time we will install real Jenkins into cloud server. That means we need cloud servers. Cloud servers. So we have Jenkins in the system where we need to have the cloud servers should be running, or Jenkins should be running on top of these cloud servers. Then what we'll do is we will with Jenkins, we will go ahead and do the same process which we have already done, taking the source code, building the source code, we'll get the artifact, which is a var project. We will get the artifact. Now, artifact is something that we wanted to go ahead and store. We have stored in our local machines, but in cloud, we cannot store in local. There is nothing called local in cloud. Everything is cloud storage. So that is where the next storage will come in to the picture, which is cloud storage. So using cloud storage, we will go ahead and store our artifacts. Artifact means the output that is coming from the build process will start to store. Is that cool, people? We did not use storage at that time because we didn't have cloud at that time. We use local storage. Local storage is not available in cloud. Cloud, it is called cloud storage. Am I clear, everyone? Hello? Participants, am I clear? You will get to cloud storage coming in.
So Kumar, you have said that in Azure Cloud we used to say the blob. This is the same you are talking about now. Azure Blob Storage.
Correct. This is with regards to AZ blob storage, Azure blob
Okay,
storage.
if it is like AWS, it is S3 Cloud, and if it is
We
Azure,
will use S3.
okay, got it.
Welcome. Now,
Yeah, thank you.
welcome. So participants, what was our provisioning tool? Guys, what is our provisioning tool? What was our provisioning tool in our local? Yes, I'll be very happy if you can answer this. What was our local provisioning tool?
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Come on, guys. We have used Vagrant, right? To
Vagrant.
provision your virtual machine. How Jenkins gonna provision your virtual machines? Vagrant we have used. We have provisioned Vagrant. With that, we have provisioned Ubuntu Linux machines. Did we provision Ubuntu Linux machines? Did we? Ubuntu VM, Ubuntu / Kinetic 64, didn't we? Participants, everyone are you with me? Hello?
Yes, Kumar.
Ubuntu 64. Now, we cannot go ahead and use Vagrant in this cloud. So, Vagrant, with regards to cloud provider, the same company called HashiCorp, the parent company for Vagrant, they gave us a new tool called Terraform Cloud. So they said, hey, don't use Vagrant. Vagrant is only for VirtualBox concept. When it comes to cloud, you use Terraform. So what we will do with Terraform, we'll provision our VMs. We'll provision our VMs, and then into those VMs, we will provision our application. But the only thing that we haven't explored till date is how is that we will go and deploy our application into these virtual machines in Azure or AWS. The problem is the code is available here in storage. The code is available in storage. Am I right, participants? So what I have to do? I have to bring it deployed. Bring from cloud storage and deploy it. Bring from cloud storage and deploy it. So now we have only 3 machines. That means how many times do I need to deploy? There are 3 machines. How many times do I need to deploy?
One time.
Check. How many machines? First deployment, second deployment, third deployment. 3 times 3.
3 times.
Okay. You are agreeing, Kumar. What is the big deal? I will deploy it. Tomorrow, in a real life situation, tomorrow there are about 30 machines. Production scenario. Who will deploy into those 30 machines? Me and you. You guys will install. You guys will deploy. Then we'll say, Kumar, you said that it is easy for automation. Now, once again, you're giving us manual. We have 30 times deployment. Guys, please mute yourself. "30 times deployment." Tomorrow, imagine 30 only. This is a situation. 300. Exaggerated situation. So the problem is that, guys, this is not easy for me to go ahead and do a deployment into these systems one by one. If there are 3 machines to 300 machines, it's gonna fail. It's gonna provision my machines, but how will I go ahead and do a deployment? And participants, do you remember what we need to run in our servers? Participants, do you remember in order to run our application .war file, what is required? Hope you remember. Awesome. Tomcat is required. So even Tomcat has to be installed in all these machines. Along with the server, now Tomcat needs to be installed in all these machines. Now the question is how? There are ways that we can go and provision servers and install them, but that is a very lengthy and not useful method. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to go ahead and use the power of cloud. In cloud, there is something called image. This is something you will not understand now, don't worry. There is a concept called image or images. What we'll do is we will go ahead and take a simple instance in cloud, into which we will bundle everything, our operating system, our packages, jar or war packages, even Tomcat software, everything we will bundle in one single image. From that image, I'll go and ask Terraform, take this image from me and provision my servers, everything. Now what Terraform will do, Terraform will provision all those instances with this source image. So what I will need to do, I don't need to do anything. I don't need to install anything. Why? Because it is coming from source. It is available with Tomcat. It is coming with Ubuntu. Everything that you need is available inside this image. Participants, do not worry. You may not understand image concept at this moment. Do not worry about it. When we are actually doing it, you will understand it. But this option can be easily achieved by using Packer. So using Packer, I can go ahead and build an image. And then I can create a source image from which I can create thousands of images, or thousands of instances. Creating instances, Terraform will take care. So now, participants, it will be very very much tough for you to understand everything on day one itself. Don't expect that you will understand everything today itself. Don't worry about it. You will understand these things as much as we implement on a day-to-day basis. Daily, we try to implement things slowly. At this moment, understand how many tools we have. Git for version control, Jenkins for continuous integration, Maven for the build process, cloud storage to store your objects, Packer to build our images, AMIs are created, images are created. What is image? If you don't understand, it's okay. Terraform is the game changer. We will go and provision end-to-end resources in Terraform. Is that clear, everyone? Hello, participants, are we good? Participants, are we good? Now,
Yes, Kumar.
every day, I'm going to give you this page and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that where we are standing day-to-day basis. So don't expect that today itself you learn everything or it is required to understand. Even if you don't understand, it's okay. Slowly we will go one after the other. But now let's make an entry into the cloud. You have to go and make an entry into the cloud. And this entry, participants, we are starting with Azure. We will start with Azure. We'll implement into Azure, then next cloud. So participants, everyone are required to have an account in Azure. Where you will get an account, I hope it's time for you to go ahead and register an account. It's portal.azure.com. Everyone can go ahead and register an account. If you don't have an account, no account means create one. It will take you to creation of a page. Instead of creating from this page, participants, go ahead and create from Azure free tier because it's for free. Everyone can go ahead and do a registration. You can say you would like to go ahead and use Azure Cloud. You can go ahead and start using it for free for the next 30 days. So it'll ask you to go ahead and put up your email ID. The process will get continued. So participants, try to use free tier because you will get the benefits out of the free tier. And I'll share that link with you. Azure free tier. This is a link that you can go ahead and start considering this link. There are various services that are given for you free of cost. And they'll also give you $200 credit now. Azure is going to give you $200 credit. Using this credits, you can use it. And this is available for the next 12 months. Sorry, 30 days. Or 12 months, 30 days. So you'll start for free and you're getting $200 credit to use in 30 days. While you have credit, get free services. After 30 days, you have to go and make payments in the local currency. In INR, we have to make, for those participants who are joining from US, they'll have to make payments in dollars.
Kumar, can I ask you something? Sorry to interrupt you. Aren't we going ahead aren't we going forward? I don't know. I'm wondering. I think I am supposed to get into AWS. Oh, but now I don't know whether you're going to teach AWS or just Azure.
We'll complete Azure and then we'll
Okay.
AWS.
Okay.
Okay,